backhand score! Play tipped in front, score! Ryan Johansson! Carry it. He scores! Yes, sir! Yossi ripped it. Score! To the middle. Duchesne! He scores! Beautiful. Forward, score!
What's going on, guys? Just wanted to say, hey, just wanted to let you know we're doing a little test stream tonight. I know it's going to be a late game, and it might go into the wee hours in the morning, but I wanted to see how this would be. We're going to have the live audio of the Bally Network on the stream, so if you guys want to listen in, that's great. Want to play some games, that's cool too. Hang around, whatever you want to do, but I know it's going to be late. But I just wanted to do a test stream to see how this would go. We did it for basketball, and it turned out really well. But we'll see how it goes. We'll go from there. But if you guys hit that like button and hang out with us and enjoy the gambling, and we'll try to put up the redeems are up as well, so you guys can have a good time with that as well. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button before you come in here, and then enjoy the game. It should be an interesting news out of the Nashville side. Ryan Johansson out for 12 weeks with a cut on his Achilles. He went down. I was at the game against the Canucks, and I keep waiting on Patrick Kane trade news. Yeah, that should be interesting. Man, it'd love to be awesome to come here to Nashville, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm afraid the Predators are going to be sellers at this trade deadline, but we'll see what happens. But Ryan Johansson out for 12 weeks, and that's crazy, you know. Should be interesting to see what happens here. They brought up a guy from the AAA that keeps Tomasino around for a little longer when Forsberg comes back too. But should be interesting to see how this team rebounds without one of their top guys on that top line. Who's going to take their space, I'm not sure. But we're ready for this game here in San Jose. What's up, Billy Scott? What's going on? Thank you, sir. We're just going to sit back, relax. No cam tonight. Just going to, and if we get the commercials, I'll just edit it out. But I wanted to let people enjoy it and have a good time. But I'm going to be bringing in the audio stream here any minute here as soon as it comes in. So let's try this out. Let's see if it works. Let me know how it sounds, guys, in the chat.
Chris Mason upstairs here with you. Before we drop the puck, let's give you the Mid-South Ford dealers keys to the game.
Key number one, it starts with the start. I know it seems captain obvious, but recently the guys have had certain parts in the game. They got off to good starts, and then something will happen, and there's a little bit of a sag. I want to see some consistency. I want to see these guys fight through those adverse times in the hockey game and keep on going.
We're doing the Braves on Saturday night, guys. Saturday afternoon, 12 o'clock. Make sure you tune in our first Braves stream.
I want to see
so make
20
sure you
guys
tune in for that. I'm
just
going to mute the mic
inspired
and enjoy the game, guys.
Backs against the wall
and,
situation
thanks for
right
tuning
now.
in
They're
here.
fighting
Let's
for
play
their
some
playoff
hockey.
lives, and I want to see it from all 20 guys.
Here is your Zaxby's opening puck drop, and we are underway from the Shark Tank. That's James Reimer getting the start tonight, coming off a shutout in the last appearance, and a big thunderous hit by Tanner Jeannot to get it going. Sharks attack behind the net. They'll bring it around. A quick look by Erik Karlsson, blocked, and it comes right to Colton Sissons. He leads the break. Out to the wing for Tanner Jeannot. The shot goes wide. Picked up by Cole Smith. It'll be Smith, Jeannot, and Sissons to start things off with these new line combinations out of necessity with Ryan Johansson on the show.
Yeah, and John Hines elects to start that Sissons lines with Jeannot and Smith to set the tone. Let the guys know how this game's going to be played. They did a good job there. A couple big hits and some ozone time.
Matt Duchene will swing it to the net. Double tip. Picked up Nino Niederreiter behind the net. Tommy Novak will center this line. Once again, Jeremy Lauzon along with Matthias Ekholm. McDonough and Josi. And then the third pair, Kevin Gravel and Dante Fabro. No changes to the decor. There's Lauzon. A quick play to the net. Tipped and scooped up by Reimer.
Yeah, good start, and this line comes over. Matt Duchene, Nino Niederreiter, and Tommy Novak. So a couple newly constructed lines. All four will look a little bit different tonight, and you're going to have to try to find some chemistry. But Novak's been playing well. Matt Duchene's been putting up points, and I think Niederreiter's been really good. He's been playing with that hunger that I hope to see from every other guy as well.
Deflection made by Mikhail Granlund. A quick one-timer by Cody Glass. So they have split up Mikhail Granlund and Matt Duchene, put them on different lines. Granlund, the veteran, with a couple of youngsters, Glass and Tomasino. Here's Tomasino speeding after that pass, put into space. Tomasino curls back, has a step on the defender. Out to the point, Fabro will try it. It goes wide. Tried to hit a stick in front. Gravel unable to keep it in, and Fabro will chase it back.
Well, Tomasino, too, again, you can just see that confidence grow in his game when he has the puck now. He's moving with a little more pace and a little more directness. It's going to come as he gets acclimated here to the speed and size of the NHL guys.
Speaking of speed, that's what they're looking for. And Kiefer Sherwood, he tried to center it. It comes through. Lauzon shanked it as he tried to fire it on net. So Kiefer Sherwood in there with Yakov Trenin. The puck deflected, sent across the shot. That was blocked by Ekholm. Kevin Labanc tried it. Karlsson quickly to the net, got smoked by Yakov Trenin. That rattled the boards. Puck fanned on by Asimov, thrown to the net wide. It comes back out to the point. Karlsson quickly to the net. Karlsson with 58 assists already on the season. He is so good at placing that puck into scoring areas.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's got 18 goals too. His career high is 21, so he's gonna smash his career highs.
Josi swings it quickly to the net, saved by Reimer. The rebound comes back to the captain. A quick move to the outside, throwing up some snow. Brings it all the way down. Curls out the other side and shoots. Blocked right back to him. Ryan McDonough now straight away. Got an open man, Sissons. Sissons will play it around the rim. Jeannot waiting for it there against Karlsson. Tries to power his way past Karlsson. Cole Smith waiting on the other side. Karlsson emerges with the puck. Scott Harrington plays it to center. Bouncing puck. Yossi trying to control it. A pivoting pass to Janot, who sends it in.
Well, it's been a good start. Oh, here we go.
Puck misplayed by Reimer. Cole Smith tries to take advantage. Tommy Novak comes in. Novak's had the hot hand. Here's Duchesne. Tried to split two defenders. Inside pivot. Tried to fire it. Came back to his forehand, but he couldn't hang on. Tomas Hertl sends it ahead for the Sharks. Bouncing puck. Picked up by San Jose. Puck wouldn't behave. Novak tries to pry it loose from Martin Kaut. Now along the goal line, the veteran Nick Bonino tried to hit that hole right above UC Saros' shoulder, and it gets away. Coming way out of the net is Reimer, challenging it is Niederreiter. He's chasing it behind the net, trying to come up with it. Reimer gets back between the pipes. Risky move. Duchesne falling down, able to get it over for Novak. Now the cycle. Niederreiter and Duchesne. A couple of veterans with young Novak. Another great example of the opportunities some of these young centers are going to get.
Yep. A couple nice moves there by Matt Duchesne as well. That play on the boards. He found that space in the middle, ends up getting a couple shots blocked, but like him attacking the middle of the ice.
Noah Gregor tried to put it into Nashville territory. Not much on it. Taken by Glass. And deflection made off of Tomasino. Tomasino able to recover, though, and get it back. The problem is Cody Glass had lost his stick. Picked back up. Here's McDonald's shot. McDonald and Kaut were taken in a trade. A long rebound comes out to Granlund. He's got a chance to attack. Tried to make the move to the middle. Cut off there by Mario Ferraro. Good defense.
Yep. And there's a little hesitation there. I think Granlund was looking for pass, and you become a little predictable. And by the time you decide to pass it, they were able to close that time and space off. So early in hockey games, it's always a good thing. Even if you're a playmaker or you're a passer, first type of a player, just put that puck on the net. Make them think you're going to be shooting that puck, and they'll back off and respect it a little more.
Reimer had his second shutout of the year against Seattle, and the Kraken only managed 26 shots. So that's not a whole lot of volume. So you want to get shots when you have a chance.
Yeah, now you're kind of getting to the point of the season where Quinn's putting his footprint on what he wants this team to be. Obviously, they're going to be sellers at the deadline, but a little more structure and playing the way that he wants them to.
Here's Juuso Parssinen. His first touch coming off of a 2-assist game. He'll get it down low. Sherwood tries for the wraparound. Stopped by Reimer. Picked up by Eyssimont. Eyssimont had a goal in the last game, that 4-0 shutout. Falling down Parssinen, and he's going to draw a penalty. So Nashville will go on the power play for the first time tonight against a tremendous penalty kill.
San Jose, number 94, 2-minute minor for tripping.
Yeah, this is just one of those ones just behind the net, and the old stick and skates. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but anytime you just get those unintentional or not, you get the stick in the skates and guys go down and they get it called all the time. You can see David Quinn, he's just kind of like, well, didn't love it, but especially coaches, they hate those ones. You're 200 feet from your net and no scoring threat, so you give the other team an opportunity.
Alexander Barabanov is in the penalty box as the Sharks get the clear. As we mentioned, they're number 3 in the NHL in the penalty kill percentage, 84%, and they're 22 of the last 23 since the All-Star break. Sharks, just like the Predators, 3-4 since their break. Duchesne brings it in. Nashville, a quick reverse. Open is Niederreiter, and they tip and score! Matt Duchesne coming strong to the net, and he got the feed from Niederreiter for a power play goal.
Oh, I love this goal, and Niederreiter. Matt Duchesne was a man on a mission coming through the middle of the ice there. Niederreiter recognized that, got the puck off in a hurry, right on his tape, and then Matt Duchesne redirects it. But this is just a good entry, good pass across, and the execution there, and that buys them time. And you could see Niederreiter saw Duchesne going through, and I want to see what this hits, but this pass was huge. Right there, and it actually hits the Sharks defender.
reverses his try, and Reimer with a good glove save. So the Predators get the power play goal. They're now 5 for the last 21. And Niederreiter continues to find the back of the net.
Papa John's just flipped pizza night on its head. This is the new crispy Parm pizza, and it puts toasted Parmesan where it's never been before, on the bottom. Introducing the crispy Parm pizza, only from Papa John's.
Proper Irish apple. What do you say?
Proper Irish
Apple. A delicious blend of my award-winning Proper No. 12 Irish whiskey with notes of crisp and juicy Irish apple. Smooth to the core. Let's go.
It seems like only yesterday you were just a child at play. Life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on and on.
What will you do? Will you make something better? Create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors can provide you with the tools and expertise you need to bring out the innovator in you.
Arby's new Steakhouse Garlic Ribeye Sandwich. Who knew the best thing to come from a steakhouse wouldn't even come from a steakhouse? Arby's did, that's who. Arby's, we have the meat.
Well, and here's the goal right here. Niederreiter just puts it to the net as Matt Duchene goes there. It goes off of Ferraro. And you can see Niederreiter asked Dutchie, said, did you touch that? Nope, that's your goal. So off Nino went down to give the bench some high fives.
Duchene will stay on to take the face-off, and we talked to John Hines about how he's going to deploy some of the guys to take the face-offs that Ryan Johansson took. Of course, Ryan Johansson, one of the best in the business in that department, as icing is called. Another chance now. And Tommy Novak's a guy that wants to move forward in that department, but he will have, of course, some support from Duchene. Here's the FanDuel Sportsbook check the lines. Niederreiter with his goal, his 17th. That's the third straight game he scored, and that's the fourth goal in 3 games against the Sharks.
Yep. He's a shark eater.
Sturm wins the face-off for the Sharks. It's moved ahead. McDonough got twisted around. The pass got around Carlson. Now Novak full throttle trying to beat Harrington to the puck. Harrington hustles back. Novak trying to get it free. Niederreiter still out there. It's looped now to center. Battling is Yossi. Drop pass. Noah Gregor. A great feed in front. And then Duchene in the passing lane as they tried to go tic-tac-toe. Evgeny Svechnikov coming off a goal. He was the one triggering that attack. That's Svechnikov, number 10, the brother of Andrei Svechnikov. Up to the point. Carlson reverses it over. The shot through traffic, knocked down before it got to the net. Still bouncing around. Ends up with McDonough.
Job there by McDonough. Looks like it might be icing here.
Here's our Middle Tennessee Toyota starting goalies. UC Saros, again coming in there, coming off of the win, but again a game where he gives up 4. He has had the goals against average go up a little bit, and the save percentage come down to .916. James Reimer under 90%, but he's coming off an outstanding effort.
Yeah, and he's had a little work. Saros yet to get a shot, but I'll tell you what, Juice was fantastic in that shootout. Just absolutely dominated the Canucks shooters.
It was a great recovery by the Predators to get that extra point after losing the lead. 2 goals in the final minute 7 by the Canucks to tie it up. It was just a shocking turn of events. It's great that they were able to get back there and get the 2. Block shot. Yossi has some words for Asimov, and then Niederreiter comes over to have a conversation.
Yeah, and Roman Yossi, again, as the captain of this team, he's been one of the most consistent competitors every single night, and Niederreiter off to a good start. It's been a good start to this game so far. We're just over 8 minutes in. Sharks have really hardly been in the Predator zone, don't have a shot on goal, and Predators obviously very opportunistic with their power play. Love the entry on that goal, by the way. That's something that they've had a little bit of trouble with lately. But you execute that play, it gives you the space, and just the net drive there by Duchesne. And I love the attack there. Niederreiter just putting that right to the front of the net.
Kyle Granlund to take this face-off. Still loose in the circle, taken by Tomasino. He'll move it to the red line. Glass going after it against the veteran Marc-Edouard Glass. Put a body on him. There's Matt Benning, the former Predator. He's had an outstanding year. 20 assists and 21 points. This one handled by Saros on a strange bounce.
Yeah, I don't know if that was going wide or not, but you always got to be tricky. Those are tricky when you can't short hop it and get up on it. You're kind of at the mercy of the bounce, and it doesn't bounce like a ball, that's for sure. So Saros was able to good eyes on that, and I think it was tracking wide, but anytime you get a chance to feel the puck, whether it's going wide or not, and again, I don't think that was on net, so needs to feel that puck. It's been a while.
Glass to take the draw. Bozan got tied up along the boards, and a penalty call is coming up. It'll be a boarding. And now we'll see the Sharks power play. Oscar Lindblom got planted against the boards.
I think Kiefer Sherwood crushed him early in the game as well in the neutral zone, so he's been the recipient of a couple hard collisions.
It will be Glass to the box.
Nashville, number 8, 2-minute minor interference.
So I'll have to see the evidence here. You see just the battle on the side there, and I mean the puck was right there. I guess it had kind of went by, and he made contact. So that was iffy.
Now we'll see the Sharks power play on the season. San Jose 25th, 19.4%, 0 for 2 against Seattle, 3 for 16 since their bye week. Nashville comes up with possession. And then Chino thought he had a man cutting to the net. He missed him. It's taken back by Hurdle and the Sharks. There's Hurdle. Back behind the net. Barabanov out to the point. Barabanov has had the hot hand. Here he is in the corner. Hands off to Hurdle, then gets it back. Logan Couture has it coming his way. Back to the point. McBonino. Back to Couture. Into the traffic. Blocked and cleared by McDonough.
That was a great job by McDonough. He's so good at that. He gets down on that one knee, his head's up. He's taking away that far side of the net, giving them the short side. And I think that was a pass attempt. Not sure if it was a shot attempt on net, but McDonough able to just block that and handle it and just get it all the way down. Just excellent penalty killing.
Fabro getting a chance on the penalty kill here now with McDonough. Battling for the puck with Cole Smith. Smith was tied up by Bonino. Puck sent across, not much on it. Carlson's pass, though, deflected back by Ekholm.
Good job, Ekholm. He kept going. He went right to Carlson's stick blade and was able to get a piece of it, knock it out of the zone just to disrupt their momentum, make them come all the way back.
Nashville 3 for 4 on the kill in their last game against the Canucks, but they have given up exactly one power play goal in each of the last 5 games, so they're trying to end that trend.
Yeah, they're special teams. I mean, it's such a difference maker. If you can increase the success of those units, that's how you win those one-goal hockey games, and you start collecting points more consistently, and it really creeps over. That confidence in your special teams, it kind of bleeds into your 5-on-5 play, and it's something, especially at this time of the year when you're going to be playing a lot of close hockey games. If you can get those in order and get them going in the right direction, you're going to start racking up the wins.
20 seconds to go in the Glass penalty. Puck fed back. McDonald, who came over in a trade with Martin Kaut from the Avalanche for Matt Nieto. There's McDonald. Swings it over. Asimov, the shot. Rebound loose in the slot and cleared back across the line.
Well, there's Saros. Punch that one right out to the middle, and there we'll swipe it out. Get it out.
Glass comes out of the box. Yossi trying to settle the play down with McDonough. He looks up the ice. A long bank pass for Tanner Jeannot. 11 minutes gone by here in the first period. The goal scored by Niederreiter, his 17th of the year, from Kyle Granlund and Matt Duchesne. Bouncing puck, a collision. Yossi got tangled up with Noah Gregor. Then Granlund lost his footing, sent it in deep diagonally. Here's Ferraro, 24 years of age, a part of the nucleus that Mike Greer, the new GM, is trying to build here in San Jose. Everybody curious to see what they do at the trade deadline for sure. Here's Saros getting tangled up with Gregor. He had a man right in front. It was Sturm, and Sturm lost the pass last second. Nashville was fortunate.
That was close. Saros, he bobbled the puck behind the net. They got possession. He came back in, and his stick still wasn't all the way slid down to his grip. And they ended up, guys protected the net front well.
Here's Ferraro again. He'll send it in. Saros will play it again. This time he puts it up on the glass and around for Ekholm. Ekholm pressured by his former teammate Bonino. Carlson hit skate to skate, lost his balance. Now drives one to the net. Skipped high. It's something on the way in. Bonino quickly plays it back out. Harrington, diagonal feed. A spinning backhand wide of the net. Harrington again, this time around the back of the net. Barabanov turns to the middle. Lost his balance, pass picked off by Novak. Duchesne will send it around for Novak. Novak had it and lost it. Kevin Gravel got there outside the zone, just loops it back in so Nashville can get a reset.
A little frustration there by Duchesne going off, but I don't hate that play. I mean, if Novak's able to handle it, they get possession there. Duchesne had nothing, no support over there, just rimmed it around, and Novak was unable to handle that or left it for the defenseman that wasn't there.
Carlson goes give and go. Gets the return feed from Hurdle, but he's tied up by Fabro. Then he takes a hit from Fabro. But looped back down. Hurdle, a burst of speed. Carlson quickly to the point. Tried to go to the backside for Asimov. Played ahead by Sherwood. Sherwood and Trennan coming in, and Trennan is offside. He's pointing his finger to Dikembe Mutombo style, saying, no, I wasn't offside. Too late now. 6:53 to go in the first.
The break is over, and it's back to the grindhouse to bring down the Western Conference leaders. Bingo! Nuggets, Grizzlies, Saturday at 6:30 on Valley Sports Southeast. Predators, Coyotes, Sunday at 6:30, 5:30 Central. Hey, sports fans, interested in having your voice heard? Scan the QR code to join Fan Zone. Space is very limited, so join today.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Jason,
Hey, Bob.
you can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Welcome back. Preds leading the Sharks 1-0 in the first period. I'm Lindsay Riley down rinkside. This morning I got a chance to speak with Kiefer Sherwood, who joined the team last night here in San Jose after being called up from Milwaukee. I asked Kiefer what he really wanted to focus on in his game in order to contribute. And he said, first and foremost, I want to play a really fast game. Said he was really excited for the opportunity tonight. And he and his line mates talked about how this morning they really wanted to be able to make an impact tonight, be as noticeable as possible on the ice. I also spoke with Hines about Sherwood this morning. They certainly must be on the same page, because when I asked Hines how Sherwood could contribute, very quickly he said speed. Guys?
Yep, speed, tenacity, and Sherwood has had the hot hand for the Admirals of late. You saw the kind of season he's put together. He has been a prolific scorer in the AHL. There he is, cutting to the net, trying to get a tip, and he collides.
Oh, no.
And then two guys go into the boards awkwardly.
Yeah,
and that is McDonough that was down there. He got tangled with Sherwood. And let's make sure McDonough is okay.
He's struggling a bit, but he gets up. And he's a tough. He's been through the battles in his career, and this year in particular, he's had a few instances. Obviously, the puck to the face and the shot blocks and this situation here, but he's staying on the ice. So let's see. And you're talking about Kiefer Sherwood, and he gets kind of interfered with there by Ferraro, and then he slides in as McDonough's trying to go back behind the net, and they just run into each other. He's still laboring, is still a little bit shaking it off. Keep an eye on that.
Nashville, after losing Forsberg, Carrier, and now Johansson, can ill afford to lose any more veterans like that. There's Duchesne quickly moving it back to the net. Reimer makes the glove save. You like to see Matt Duchesne shooting. He had only one shot on goal in the game against the Canucks. He really struggled and then redeemed himself with the big shootout goal, which was the difference.
Yeah, he looks really good tonight, and he looks like he's, guys have to step up. You're missing a big player like Ryan Johansson. He's the guy everyone's looking at, and looks like he's feeling it tonight. He's got that drive and that intensity.
Here's Lauzon creating. Driving the defense back. Now here's a puck thrown in front by Niederreiter. He was looking for a tip. It's banking around. Comes out to McDonald, and it's sent ahead by Svechnikov. Remember, it's hard to get back to the locker room. There is no pathway. You have to wait for the start. Over the years, it's not easy for the road team because if you've got an issue on the bench and you need equipment or something like that, there's no access to your locker room.
Yeah, and then if you need the head athletic trainer, he's got to walk across the ice to get there too. So it's a tiny bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest with you.
And also, you've been that backup goalie that sits across from the fans a lot of times. That's not the case tonight with Lankinen squeezing in on the bench.
Yeah, I've almost got in a couple over there over the years. Got some nice people along the way too, but
interesting configuration here in the Shark Tank. Icing is the call. Let's hear from your selected Chevy dealer.
The redesigned Chevy Silverado. Make your story a strong one.
Tanner's, and this line that started the hockey game, and when you start the game, your responsibility is to set the tone and how this game's going to be played, and they did a really good job. Want to get on your forecheck. That's one of the first things you want to establish. You want to make contact and put bodies on the other team and make them pay when they go back for the puck, and I thought they did a really nice job of starting this game.
Cole Smith tried to direct the puck to Jeannot. Instead, it's Sissons. He'll play it in deep. He'll go in on the forecheck against Logan Couture. He put a body on Couture, who had his 20th goal of the year in his last game. He's been so consistent over the years for this San Jose squad. Asimov with another shot. Nashville gets the rebound. Outlet to Cole Smith. Cole Smith looking to the net front for Jeannot. Knocked down to the ice by Harrington. Jeannot comes over to help out. Puck reversed around. Down from the point, Yossi feeds it to McDonough. His shot tipped just wide by Cole Smith. Smith was positioned in the high slot, looking for that shot pass. Now in the corner. Sissons goes across for Yossi, tied up by Bonino. Bonino, a good hockey sense he's always had. Pass back. Yossi lost it for a moment, trying to get it back with the help from Sissons. 4:18 to go in the period. There's Tomasino using his speed to come up with a loose puck. Good keep in here by McDonough. Right at the line. Now it comes back. McDonough lost the stick. Tries to get in the way. It's sent to the net by Barabanov. Easy save for Saros. Now behind the net, Granlund. So Mikhail Granlund points in consecutive games. A good sign for him. They need production from him. Still no Philip Forsberg. No Alex Carrier, although they are along on the trip. So that's a good sign. They're moving forward. So it shouldn't be too much longer. We just don't know when.
Yeah, Carrier got a good bag skate in today after practice. So, again, another good sign. Both guys are getting close. We'll have to see if either one's back in Arizona.
Backhander by Count goes just wide. Kyle Granlund got hit with the puck. He's shaken up. He's back at the bench. A shot block out high. It broke the stick of Trennan. Glass trying to come up with possession. Glass still fighting for it in the circle. Picked out of there by Ekholm. Clock continues to run. 3+ minutes to go. Up the boards it goes. It's clogged up in the neutral zone by the Sharks. Moved ahead. It's Stephen Lawrence. Lawrence, the former Carolina Hurricane. He was picked up in the trade that sent Brent Burns over to Raleigh. Ekholm able to get it out through Sherwood. Brendan tried to kick it right up the gut through a bunch of teal jerseys. Back come the Sharks. That one hit the referee. Played well. Fabro trying to escape. Now Fabro up the boards. Trying to tip it out was Trennan. Second try, got it there. Saros anticipating. He's got it in the trapezoid. Put it up on the boards. Ferraro hit by Trennan. Broken stick still on the ice. Gravel got a stick on that one. Good outlet pass. Sherwood using his speed, trying to float it ahead for Parson. Russo Parson backs into his man as he's done so often. Parson trying to wedge himself free. Sherwood on the outskirts now comes up with it. Crowd gathers around in that corner on the other side of the glass. Barabanov looks for a way out of the zone. It's tracked down by Niederreiter. Niederreiter, a power move behind the net. McDonough into the traffic. Bouncing rebound. Duchesne was right there. Tried to play it just as it hit the ice. McDonough again swings it over for Yossi. Yossi into the high slot. Tipped. Rolling puck. Right on the line. No goal. Reimer able to stop it.
Oh, man, Matt Duchesne with a great tip up high. And just Parson on the doorstep, and Reimer just falls back, and he's able to grab the puck and keep it out. Look at this. Right behind, and Reimer just gets it with the stick.
Bally Sports is now streaming on Fubo. Watch your local basketball, hockey, and baseball team, plus over 100 top channels on the live TV streaming service awarded by J.D. Power. Try free at FuboTV.com.
You said close your eyes, don't look down. All right.
Celebrate every kiss with up to 30% off engagement, wedding, and anniversary rings. Only at K.
Remember the old school cheat codes? Ridiculous moves that no one could pull off in real life? Until now. Now there is that guy with the unfair speed. The guy who scores just about every time from that one spot. And the guy who's basically a real-life glitch. So were those games really that ridiculous? Or maybe they were just ahead of their time.
Welcome back. Preds 1, Sharks 0, and Matt Duchesne inches away from making it 2-0. And watch this. Roman Josi, Matt Duchesne, good job with that high tip, and this is a beautiful tip. Up and over Reimer, and Parsonen can't quite get position there, and Ferraro does a good job of boxing him out, kind of taking away his leverage, and Reimer, desperation, is able to reach back and hold on.
But just Parsonen a fraction of a second late from being able to tip it across those extra couple inches.
Yeah, he was spinning away from it.
Barabanov looking back door. Novak, a good stick to be able to play it up to the red line. Now we'll get some help from Niederreiter. 1:10 to go in the period. Duchesne trying to work himself free. He's been very active. Nashville playing with a good tempo here in this first period. Now Josi, how about that move? Elusive skating, now looking for McDonough. McDonough appears to be moving okay after getting those legs twisted around on that collision. Now all the way in. Vlasic trying to go all the way end to end. Lost it last minute, fought off there by Saros.
He came in with good speed there, and he got position. He was trying to use his speed to get Saros to be a little more aggressive and cheat to the far side, and then he went back short side, but Juice is one of the most patient goalies in the league. Made a big save there.
A little bit of a surprise attack. Vlasic has always been that really steady stay-at-home defenseman. So he went against the scouting report there.
Pickles.
Here's Carlson. Anything but the stay-at-home defenseman. There's a shot by Bonino, handled by the glove of Saros.
See Vlasic here, and Saros, this is going to tough period. This is only the 5th shot, but he gets inside and trying to bring and make it look like he's going all the way across and then just go back short side. But watch Juice just stay with him right there. He just doesn't bite, and you saw that in the shootout against Vancouver. His patience is maybe the best in the game. He's obviously one of the best goaltenders in this league, in the world, and just his ability just to not move until the shooter does. I know how hard that is. It just amazes me every time I see him play in those situations.
4 seconds to go in the period after Nashville clears the zone, and that will do it. So Nashville gets the goal on the power play from Nino Niederreiter. They outshoot the Sharks 7-5. They had an advantage in the scoring chance department. So we move into the Hyundai intermission report. It'll be coming your way. Niederreiter from Granlund and Duchesne at 6:24. The only score of the period. More coming from the Shark Tank.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Get a Tucson or Santa Fe with 0% APR for 48 months or up to $1,250 bonus cash. See your Hyundai dealer.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September. I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I am a 16-year-old boy who just got my first job to help feed my little sisters. I was created by artificial
time, dive deeper into player performance and never take your eye off the competition. The Valley Sports app. Smashville lives here. Hey sports fans, interested in having your voice heard? Scan the QR code to join Fan Zone. Space is very limited, so join today.
Welcome into the Hyundai intermission report. Nino Niederreiter on the board with a power play goal. The only tally of the first period. Willie Donick and Chris Mason upstairs here with you. Mace, as we talked about, it was very apparent Nashville came out with good pace and urgency, and they really took the game to the Sharks in the first period.
Yeah, I thought they were really good, and that's at this point right now. You just got to play for each other. Go out there, play with heart. That was one of my keys to the game. There's a lot of noise on the outside. Obviously, a big loss with Ryan Johansson. At the end of the day, though. What happened?
Team on the board on the power play. What did you like about that possession with the man advantage that led to the goal?
I feel like we knew we want to be direct to the net, and I think that's exactly what we did. We had a great entry. Everybody's on the same page. It was the break, and obviously I'm trying to go for Dutch in the back door, and luckily went in, so I'm happy with it.
Skating on a line tonight. With Novak and Duchesne. What do you like about skating with those 2?
I mean, they're both highly skilled and they both work hard. I mean, obviously, Dutch, we know how good of a player he is and how creative he is. So it's with him, you just got to get open and I'll work him down low, give him the puck, and he'll do the rest.
Leading after 1, but still 40 minutes left to play. Any adjustments you think your team needs to make?
I think we did a lot of good things, but I think we do can get better, and I mean, the second half of the first period, I think we kind of stood back a little bit, so we got to make sure we keep being on the attack, and good things will happen after that.
Thanks, Dino.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Guys.
Dino Niederreiter's got the hot hand. When we come back, the Hyundai intermission continues with our Empowerment Series. Stay tuned.
Bridgestone and the Nashville Predators are teaming up to create CORE, a program to bring the game of hockey to kids from underrepresented communities. Training athletes matters. Giving them skills for success on and off the ice, that's what really matters. Making sure the rain doesn't delay your arrival. That's what really matters. Bridgestone Weather Peak Tires. Better traction in wet conditions.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Zaxby's Asian Sensation Salad comes with hand-breaded chicken, wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey teriyaki glaze with a cherry on top. Or in this case, an egg roll on the side. The Asian Sensation Salad. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
That sizzle, that's the soundtrack of Chipotle.
The soundtrack of Chipotle?
Oh, yeah. You come in, you're going to be hearing that sizzle. That's how you know that we always have fresh food.
Fresh is what you stand for.
That's exactly.
More all-wheel drive, more electrified, the longest-lasting vehicles. Toyota checks all the boxes, like the aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander. Plenty of room for the family? Check. All the latest.
Looking for that channel that is well-rounded? We will show you how to program and design your own holiday lights. We play a wide range of VR games on the MetaQuest 2. We will even show you how to take virtual vacations to places like Disney World. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live or upload a new video. See you soon.
Hey everyone, Anthony the Molar Man here, right here on YouTube at Anthony the Molar Man. You get the match game every Monday night, and we do it Disney style. It's fun and entertaining. You've seen me on Dave Letterman, you've seen me on The Gong Show, you've seen me on America's Got Talent, and yes, I perform at baseball games playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It's so much fun. Come join us Monday night for the match game. And also we do cooking, we do travel, we do so many other things. See you there.
By Vanderbilt, official healthcare provider of the Nashville Predators. And by Fifth Third Bank, official bank of the Nashville Predators.
Welcome back to the Hyundai Intermission Report, where the Preds are leading the Sharks 1-0 after the first period. Tonight, we continue our Empowering Athletes series that focuses on programs that are working with the next generation of athletes. So this episode takes a closer look at a competitive dance studio out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm the owner of Dedrick's Dance District, a very popular Black-owned and predominantly African-American dance studio here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I provide dancers the opportunity to grow as individuals through the discipline of art. We are a community dance program as far as how we work together, uplift each other, and build each other as people, not just dancers. With us having dancers who are mostly youth, these dancers are in their prime years of developing their character, and what they do now determines a lot of how they're going to be in the future. So we not only provide dance classes, but we provide a safe space to help grow these, young adults and youth into the amazing role models and, our future leaders we have today. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with faces and 8.
What's it like with Mr. Detrick? He is the best dance teacher that I have. He's funny and he really helps me with a lot of stuff, and I appreciate that.
I've had students who wouldn't talk. Students come in, they don't want to make friends, and after a while, they get acclimated, but not just acclimated, whatever they're learning here, they're finding confidence in themselves. And then you'll turn around, and not only do I notice it as a teacher when they get on stage, but their family notice it, their friends notice it. And to me, that's just as important as saying, you can kick your leg this high, or you can do this skill. It's like, did you overcome that fear, or did you grow, or did you come out of your shell in a way that not just your teachers, but the people around you can tell that you are growing as a person. This is like your individual moment, so don't be afraid to make it that. Even though it's just a clap, treat it like, this is your moment.
You get to be in a place where you're needed and where you can express your feelings and what you do and do what you love.
It's amazing just to see, something you start, you don't realize where it will be in the future or how it'll impact others. So, not just to see how I appreciate or how it helps me, but to see others in the community, how they gravitate towards the studio, what it means to them, the community it builds. I think that's what's probably the best thing I can say I see when I sit back and look at, the dance studio and just Dedrick's Dance District in general.
For more stories and information on our Empowering Athletes The Next Generation series, head over to our social channels at Valley Sports South. All right, stay with us. On the other side, we're going to have first period stats. Preds leading 1-0 after the first.
Arby's new Steakhouse Garlic Ribeye Sandwich. Who knew the best thing to come from a steakhouse wouldn't even come from a steakhouse? Arby's did. That's who. Arby's, we have the meat.
Remember college? 5-Hour Energy got you through then. And now, we'll get you through again. Rediscover 5-Hour Energy.
Valley Sports is now streaming on Fubo. Watch your local basketball, hockey, and baseball team, plus over 100 top channels on the live TV streaming service awarded by J.D. Power. Try free at FuboTV.com.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-150, part of F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight. All amped up and ready for work or play. Plus, there's a great selection in stock and ready for delivery today. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. Don't miss 0.9 for 60 plus complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards on the 2022 F-150.
Papa John's just flipped pizza night on its head. This is the new crispy Parm Pizza, and it puts toasted Parmesan where it's never been before, on the bottom. Introducing the crispy Parm Pizza, only from Papa John's.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. His real name is Darion, and we call him Day-Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's affection, attention, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. The craziest thing was believing that your dad knew everything. So as a dad, you felt like you had to know everything. You had to get everything right. It's okay to make mistakes. Just do it from the right place. As long as it's coming from love, then, you know, it kind of starts to work itself out. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job. I'll say my kid's pretty dope.
Predators, Coyotes, Sunday at 6:30, 5:30 Central.
Welcome back to the Hyundai Intermission Report. Preds leading the Sharks 1-0 after the first period. Let's take a look at the first period stats. Preds leading in most of the categories, including on the scoreboard. Blocks doubling the Sharks 10-5. So Preds defense definitely stepping up. You heard me talking with Nino Niederreiter earlier in the intermission, and he said he feels his team has another level, that they let off the gas a little bit there at the end of the first period. So hopefully Preds come out hot here in the second. Stay with us on the other side. Willie and Mace will have the call. Second period is next.
Switch from TurboTax to H&R Block Online, and tax season will feel just as good as all those other seasons, like award season.
So you're doing your taxes yourself this season?
Over here. Can you tell us what you're deducting?
I want to thank my dependents, my kids, and my husband, Tom. You've always believed that I could switch to a better online tax service. And I did. I did my taxes myself.
Upload last year's TurboTax return to switch to H&R Block.
Let's go! You go for a ride, exploring all night, driving now. You go for a ride.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Get a Tucson or Santa Fe with 0% APR for 48 months or up to $1,250 bonus cash. See your Hyundai dealer.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
FanDuel and the NHL are changing your hockey experience. Join the #1 sportsbook power play and you can bet on the first goal of the game, first team to 5 shots on goal, or first period score. When the red light goes on, be the first to get your payout. At FanDuel, there are over 2,000 ways to play. Make every NHL moment more. Right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win.
What will you do? Will you make something better? Create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors can provide you with the tools and expertise you need to bring out the innovator in you.
Bally Sports South, the network of your favorite teams.
Nashville Predators hockey is brought to you by your Middle Tennessee Toyota dealer.
Nashville leading 1-0 as we begin play in the second period. Let's take a look at tonight's Taco Bell take, Mace. We're focused on the young centers and the increased responsibility without Ryan Johansson. Ryan Johansson has a fantastic ability to win faceoffs, and you see the youngsters and their percentage of winning faceoffs during the season.
Yeah, and it's really impressive, actually. 50% for Parsons, really good. Glass just under that, and Novak. That's probably the big area of his game where he's got to get better at this level. But we looked at when Ryan Johansson, he was absolutely dominating the faceoff circles. He's top 5 in the National Hockey League. But all 5 guys at the top of the league were all veteran guys, older guys that have been around. It's a skill that takes years and years to master. Jonathan Taves, Bergeron, who we know, Ryan Johansson, Chandler Stevenson. So all these guys, Ryan O'Reilly's the top guy, and it takes a long time to perfect that craft.
Those three combined to go 1-5 in the first period. This one is not icing, and Reimer quickly has to play it. He thought the icing was coming. Cole Smith almost picked his pocket.
Yeah. Also there, and again, we talked about the pace was really good in the first period, as Niederreiter said with Lindsay in his interview in the first intermission. They did kind of dip there at the end of the period, but for the most part, I thought it was a really solid, consistent effort. They were definitely the better team.
Now you see another support guy here, Matt Duchene, who used to be a centerman, and he was a great face-off guy. He's very strong on that side of the guys. He was 3-0 in the first period, so look for him to take more face-offs.
Yeah, and Hines talked about that in the morning with us. He said that on that side, look for Duchene to take a lot, especially if Novak struggles.
Good puck retrieval by Novak. Can't get past the defender, and it's chipped into the bench area.
All right, it's hot ticket time. Tonight we're featuring these new spring items from Adidas. Pick out your favorite and order it tonight by visiting NashvilleLockerRoom.com. There you go, some solid goods there.
Oh yeah, always great stuff.
Our friends at Nashville Locker Room.
Niederreiter 17 from Granlund and Duchene. The only goal of the first period. Duchene will take another draw. Nashville's goal came on the power play. Duchene wins it back. Ekholm got it through. Reimer saw it late. Punched it to the corner. Niederreiter takes over. He's got Duchene behind the net. Duchene in a battle with Benning, his former teammate. This one lifted over the head of Lausanne and picked up by Ekholm.
That's another thing Niederreiter said with Lindsay. They want to be more direct, and I thought they were in the first period attacking the net, trying to get pucks there, but a lot more purpose.
Centering pass, Bonino's stick was tied up. Played at the side of the net by Cow. Duchene tries to get up the ball. It's sent straight back by Vlasic. Vlasic goes for the wraparound. It came out the other side and into a danger.
In for support, and this just beats Reimer clean. I don't know if he just misplayed that one. Not a great goal by him, but Granlund doesn't get that if he doesn't shoot.
So yeah, Vlasic looked like he wasn't going to get the pass. He wasn't expecting the pass. He looked like he was heading for the bench. Tomasino took it away from him, and then the shot block went right to Granlund. So a good confidence boost for Granlund. They need his offense.
2 games in a row. He made a great pass on that power play goal to get it all the way to Nino.
A shot pass and a great save by Saros. He followed that puck perfectly.
You see Saros' ability to anticipate and know where that threat's going, not only to know, but to get there with as much quickness and precision as he does. It's unbelievable. Look at him track that puck. It deflects off something in the middle of the ice and gets to Svechnikov right there. It goes right on Svechnikov, fights through the traffic, and look him just accordion there and take away that low part of the net. Guys do a really good job in front of him, allowing Saros a little split second there to find it and cover.
Big face-off win for Parsonen in the defensive zone. That's a welcome sight. Nashville on a 2-game road trip. They'll head to the desert and take on Arizona on Sunday night. Our first look at Mullet Arena. Outlet pass. Nashville looking to get out of the zone. Keeper Sherwood in his first game back after a long stint in Milwaukee. Getting an opportunity here after Nashville waived Mark Jankowski. They sent him back to the Admirals. Parsonen tries to get the stick free. Sherwood trying to play it back in deep. Tipped back by Yossi in a race for the puck. Lawrence is there. Asimov out of the corner. Nashville clears to center. I should say Asimov, not Asimov. There he is. Behind the net it comes. Couture. Dangerous player. A bank pass out to Carlson. The shot into the high slot, turned back by the Nashville Sticks. Tanner Jeannot moving ahead, and he just vaults Erik Karlsson about 10 feet. But picked up by Sissons. His centering pass intercepted by Karlsson. Moved ahead. Asimov, a backhander, gloved out of the air by Saros as it was rising up. Let's hear from FanDuel Sportsbook.
The puck may have dropped, but that doesn't mean that you can't still get in on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Download the app and place a live bet on the game right now.
You see the guys on the bench just pondering, and you see Saros get a big save there. You don't see many guys stand up anymore, and Saros read that one all the way and ended up staying on his feet to catch that puck. Guys are down 99% of the time, but Saros' ability to read the information he's given by the shooter again is just so good.
Turnaround shot by Hertl is blocked by Sissons. Sissons read the play well, now thrown back to the net by Benning. That was blocked by Jeannot. As you heard Lindsay mention when she was doing the stats, Nashville blocked 10 shots in the first period. Blocked a couple of more there.
Yeah, they did a good job on the penalty kill as well, getting some of those shot blocks.
Jeannot juggled the stick for a moment. Hertl trying to shake free. Into the slot again. Backhander by Bonino. And a save by Saros. Saros reacting as the Sharks push back after giving up the goal to Granlund. Assisted by Tomasino.
Yeah, they're coming back, and this is kind of, again, another scramble situation where he's got to find that puck. It gets deflected, and he's got to recover, and watch the edge work right here. It's just going to get to the net, hit something here, and then here's Bonino. Look at Saros, and he just squares up, and he brings that right leg back in to close the 5-hole. This will be a good look at it here. Watch him right here. He gets square and then just closes a leg. Bonino's going on the ice. He's trying to go through that opening. Saros makes another really good save.
Ferraro with his speed takes it back, finds his partner, takes the hit from Niederreiter. Duchesne pries a puck loose. Niederreiter had to bring it back into the neutral zone. Novak will tag. Fabro working with Gravel. Gravel ahead for Duchesne. Did he get a piece of it? No, it'll be icing.
Dismissed it, just try to deflect that. Dismissed it a little bit, so they'll have a defensive zone face-off. So he's going to take this one. I think this is on Novak's side here.
Granlund now with 2 points in the game. Goals in back-to-back games. He's up to 33 points on the year. Tomasino now with 3 points, and this is 6 games since being recalled from Milwaukee.
Get better every single game.
Indeed. Ferraro firing the shot. You might recall, Tomasino did go on the European trip to the Global Series. He went to Bern, he went to Prague, and then he was sent down after that. So he was with the club the entire training camp, and they just made the decision that he needed more seasoning because they wanted him to play in the role he's playing tonight, in the top 6, big minutes.
Yeah, and he could have, he's obviously talented enough. He had a really good rookie year last year, but he just wanted to work on the other parts of his game, let him work, be a leader down there, play in all the situations, get a ton of ice time, come back ready to go.
Here he comes again. Tomasino got the shot through the defender, not much on it. Kick save by Reimer. Long rebound around the rim. Asimov in a battle with Yossi. Here comes Barabanov. Couture tried a sharp angle, tried to bank it off the goaltender. Comes out for Benning into the slot. Couture tried to tip it. McDonough looking deep, circling back around his glass, couldn't secure it. Line change going that enables McDonough to have another play, but his pass was picked off by Sturm, but it's offside. Now it's Granlund trying to maneuver through neutral territory. Sherwood looks for help. Plays it to the corner for Trennan. Parsonen out there with him. Parsonen reaching, powering his way, tries to get past Vlasic, and then a double hit. Both Trennan and Sherwood crushed their man into the boards, and now Parsonen is in pain in the corner.
Oh, he's got his glove off.
Oh,
He
no,
is hurting.
Parsonen is in real pain.
And I don't know what happened, if it was Vlasic or who hit him, but Sherwood and Trennan went in for the hard hit there, and I didn't see what happened to Parsonen. I just saw the referee put up his hand and he pointed to someone. I'm not sure if
I think it was Sturm. Sturm came in late and hit Parsonen, not expecting it.
Oh man, he is hurting.
The penalty, I believe, is on Sturm.
He was holding the hand in his glove, and he was trying to go off, and then just the pain must have been too much. He just went down.
Boy, Nashville can ill afford that.
Well, let's see here. Here's the battle, and watch Trennan and Sherwood come in there, make contact on Benning, and keep an eye on Parson. Here's Sturm right here. So it looks like he's holding his left arm or hand. Right there, he comes down. He must have fallen funny, or did he catch a back of a skate?
He's getting back up on his skates now, so we'll see what the issue is with Parsonen. He's got one glove off. His left hand does not have the glove on, as Kevin Morley
he's moving his
gets
fingers.
it back. And he's going to go back to the bench. That's an encouraging sign.
Yeah.
And not to the training room.
If he just got like a stinger in his hand or something, or just went numb. But he was in a lot of pain. He's a tough kid. You know, you've seen him, the way that he's played here and taken on. Then there you can see his hand. That's a good shot
from
there.
San Jose has been assessed a 5-minute penalty. It will now be reviewed.
So this won't be 5 minutes, but I think they're just doing it because of the Parsonen got injured, but they can reverse this, right? Can they turn it to a minor? Or how does this? I'm not exactly sure how this one works because it's a major.
I think David Quinn, as you see him looking on, is wondering the same thing. They want to make sure that they saw what they think they saw.
I think it happened more on how he landed on it, to be completely honest. And you could see Sturm there's
bewildered.
Yeah.
The referees tonight, by the way, Kyle Raymond and Peter McDougall. The penalty was whistled right away, as you see the double hit, and then I think as Parsonen comes in, he gets hit from behind by Sturm.
Yeah,
That doesn't look like a 5-minute.
No, and I didn't see how. Maybe did he get the? Did he get the arm with the cross check, or right under the elbow or something? And because I didn't even think it landed that hard by the look of that, but
Sturm is looking at the replay on the monitor and trying to get a gauge on what exactly he's guilty of here. It did look like he cross-checked him directly in the back.
Yeah.
I can see a minor penalty, but we'll have to see what they come up with here as they look at this.
Oh, Parsonen's had it.
Now Parsonen does have to go back to the locker room, so that's something they'll have to check on. Kevin Morley's going to go with him. Such a promising player. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. But you could tell the issue as he had the glove off. Something happened down there. Now let's get the call.
Hard to see.
After review, there is determined that there is no foul on the play. 7 will come out of the box. Remaining 5-on-5.
See, now that's the issue when you review something like that, because I think it's all or nothing. I think it's 5 or nothing. You can't downgrade to a 2. John Hines is saying, how about the 2?
Yeah, and that's I need to read up and clarify that for myself, because I haven't seen that happen yet personally. So John Hines also, I think we don't quite know how this works, but this looks like obviously this is a penalty right there. It doesn't hit him that hard. But I just don't know what happened here. He goes down funny. So
John Hines is still looking. Look,
Yeah.
John Hines is saying, what's going on?
So he cross-checked him. He did cross-check him.
And that's when the arm came up, was when the cross-check happened.
Yeah. And then, so I don't know if...
So that's the question, is can it be reduced to a minor penalty, or does it come off? Because a double minor high stick can be reviewed, but it's all or nothing. It's either a double minor high stick, or I'm not sure what the process is here. I think that's what everybody's asking. You can see clearly reading the lips of John Hines. He thought there was a cross-check. Duchesne taking issue, but nonetheless, it will remain 5-on-5. No penalty to Nico Sturm. And meanwhile, Parsonen back in the locker room. Josi will dump it in around the boards. First guy there, Benning. It comes back towards Josi. So now John Hines again will have to get creative with the line shuffle with one less forward available. Puck popped up in the air, coming back Novak. Outlet pass, Duchesne. He's one-on-one with Vlasic. Makes a quick move to the middle. Turned back by Vlasic. Josi with McDonough. Nashville, a goal in the first by Niederreiter on the power play. A goal in the second by Granlund. Josi drives it around the boards. On the half wall, Duchesne tried to make the move to the middle again. Novak cut it off. Good anticipation by Duchesne. Looks to the middle. Got a man in the slot. Josi waits. Centers. Niederreiter tried to get there. Couldn't get turned around for a shot. Tired group of Sharks defenders. A quick move by Duchesne. They'll swing it around Niederreiter. McDonough fakes the shot. Josi through the legs of Reimer, but it came onto the outside of the cage.
It looks like a power play. Reimer's having trouble seeing the puck, but that's a really good shift by Matt Duchesne. He's playing some hockey tonight.
Line change going on for the Sharks. Simon. Puck play to the line. Harrington lost it right as he was about to pull the trigger.
Niederreiter.
Tag up.
Sorry, Willie. I just saw Niederreiter was pressure, but he didn't have anything left in the tank there. He stayed on. He was that far side winger.
New group on. Tomasino cutting to the net. Really using the wheels. That one tipped out of play. Face-off coming up. 12:24 to go in the second period. Congratulations in order for Granlund.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Now get 0% APR financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
Zaxby's Asian Sensation Salad is dressed with a honey sesame teriyaki glaze and citrus vinaigrette. But to call them dressings would be an understatement. Nope, these are sauces. Salad sauces. The Asian Sensation Salad. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Bally Sports is now streaming on Fubo. Watch your local basketball, hockey, and baseball team, plus over 100 top channels on the live TV streaming service awarded by J.D. Power. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Well, way back in October 7th and 8th, Nashville swept the two-game series in the Global Series against the Sharks, 4-1 and then 3-2. A big moment, Tomas Hertl scoring in his home country, but Nashville got the two W's. Nino Niederreiter with 3 goals in the 2 games.
Yeah, and that was just such a great experience, and obviously the exhibition game in Bern, Switzerland, the home of Roman Josi, countryman Nino Niederreiter, just a special trip all around, and year got off to such a promising start, and they kind of faltered a little bit after that, and it's kind of been up and down ever since, but a trip that everyone will remember for the rest of their life.
Just to clarify the previous call here, we checked the rule book, and thanks to Nick Barnowski of our staff for checking on it. If the ref deemed it so, they could have reduced the 5-minute major down to a 2-minute minor, so that option was there. But it was not called by the referees.
And that even baffles me more.
Penalty call coming up.
The fact that that wasn't a 2-minute minor cross-check, and that's obviously why Hines was so upset, and Matt Duchesne as well.
San Jose, number 65, has a 2-minute minor for hooking.
So now Erik Karlsson, the Sharks' top offensive threat, will go to the box, having a career year. What a resurgence. His last 2 years, 35 points last year, 22 the year before, 76 there. Just gets a body in front. So Preds will have a good opportunity here on the power play.
Tomasino really keeping those feet moving. He's been active with his skating ability.
It's confidence, too, as a young player. You get called up, you're kind of nervous. You haven't been up, you want to impress. You get used to the speed of the game, the size, the precision, and comes at you fast. But once you get a few games under your belt, you can see him getting more comfortable every time he gets out there.
Nashville will use the same five that they had on the ice to score the first power play goal back in the first period. This one off the skate of Josi. It's trouble. Here comes Nico Sturm. He'll get there, shorthanded. To the net, he scores! Oh, big turnaround. Nico Sturm pounces on the loose puck after the errant pass back to the point, and it's 2-1.
And I saw Saros. He was thinking about going out to get that puck. He might have had time, but it's a 50-50. Roman Josi almost gets there. Just a tough play there. A bad bounce goes off of something. Roman Josi skate, and then Sturm wins this. And watch his quick hands, just right to the forehand quickly, and just lifts the puck. And there's Saros. He's trying to. You don't normally see him with that much backward momentum, but he debated getting that puck, decided not to. Sturm did a good job of changing the angle, lifting that puck right away to beat Saros.
So a big bolt of light into the crowd here at the Shark Tank. So a shorthanded goal by Sturm. That's his 12th goal of the season. Nashville trying to answer Duchesne's pass to the wing, then sent to the corner behind the net. Duchesne, a quick button hook out to the point. Granlund over for Josi. Saucered back. Granlund straight away, tipped in front. Niederreiter looking for it. It's still loose. They got the whistle. Reimer never really had it, but he got the quick whistle he needed.
It looked like he had it, but it squirted out there, and Reimer's shaky right now. He's having trouble finding the puck and holding on to it. This is just a great, you talk about Niederreiter, straight plays. He's the one at the net front. He's done a good job there, and you saw Reimer battle with it. Right back to the point. Get it through. 2 layers of traffic. Novak, Niederreiter. Reimer doesn't have control of this puck and gets a fortunate break on the whistle.
Played to the net. Reimer looking for it behind him. It's picked up. Tomasino trying to go up top shelf. Blocker saved by Reimer. Collision in the corner. Keeper Sherwood is on the ice on the second power play unit. Parson was on there, but he's unavailable for the moment. Still in the locker room. Around the boards for Tomasino. A double reverse. Back around Ekholm trying to keep it inside the line. Can't do it. Good support by Sherwood. 18 seconds to go in the Nashville power play. Colton Sissons with Cody Glass. In the corner, near side with Tomasino. Sissons with a Shark on either side. Sissons trying to get a pathway to the net. Instead, Ekholm. Back near side, Tomasino. Give and go. The shot through. Save made, Reimer. Puck flung down, and a breakaway coming. Out of the box is Carlson. He hit the crossbar, and it went out of play. That almost was timed perfect by Erik Karlsson of the Sharks.
That was close. Tomasino actually making a nice play, and again, Karlsson sneaks out of the box, in all alone, forehand up, crossbar, out of play.
To live is to journey. That's why Bridgestone is relentlessly seeking ways to improve it. Never settling for the easy answer. So your journey can be smarter, safer, better. Today and for years to come. Because getting people down the road matters. But getting generations down one, that's what really matters. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it.
I got what I paid for. Not so smart.
Well, there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon. You'll get a new 5G phone on them.
Yep, get the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, a watch and a tablet on us. That's a value of up to $1,900.
Oh, I love that math. I'm switching.
Switch to Verizon and get the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, watch and tablet all on us. The network you deserve, the savings you want. Verizon.
With hockey, a lot of times it's not on our radar because we feel like there is a barrier to entry. The core program, sponsored by Bridgestone, offers free skates, equipment, everything just to introduce the kids to the programs. I think it's important to give our kids the mindset that, no, things aren't closed off to you. Things are open. You can participate.
Come on, shoot it, shoot it. Nice.
Welcome back. Preds leading the Sharks 2-1 in the second period. I'm Lindsay Rowley down rinkside. Well, on Tuesday, Ryan Johansson suffered a pretty scary injury against Vancouver. Luckily, he has had surgery and now he's on the mend. But Ryan reached out on Twitter to everyone and said, you know, how much he appreciated all the help that he got from everyone as far as getting him to the hospital and getting him help, as well as the doctors and everyone who attended to him. I spoke with Colton Sissons this morning and asked him just what it was like for him to see not only a teammate but a good friend of his go down like that. And he said, you know, it could have been much worse. It's always scary when a guy comes off the ice talking that he's been cut. But he also said from a hockey standpoint, you know, Ryan's a big part of their team, pulls down some big minutes. So Colton specifically felt that he has some pressure on him to step up, especially when it comes to minutes like the penalty kill and in the face-off circle. So something to keep an eye on here. And obviously, we're all wishing Ryan Johansson a quick recovery. Guys?
All right, Lindsay, and good job keeping your concentration as that puck was deflected right at you. Luckily, the netting was there. Shot by Yossi. Now a 3-on-2 for the Sharks developing around the end count, and he lost the puck. Nashville holds their ground, holding on to this 2-1 lead. Momentum for the Sharks. They were down 2-0. They get the shorthanded goal by Sturm, and then as Karlsson came out of the box, he got a breakaway. So they almost had the daily double to tie this thing up. Now it's Noah Gregor. Overwhelmed by a nice defensive play from Ryan McDonough. Granlund looks to the interior for Trennan. Karlsson backs into him, picks up the puck, starts it ahead. Karlsson will flip it in. Hurdle took a dive, no call. Puck moved back up the ice. Bonino racing back. A lot of hockey left in this one. Here's Bonino moving to the outside, getting free and shooting. Love save Saros.
All right, folks, Super Tuesday presented by Assembly Food Hall and WKRN News 2. Fans receive 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 small sodas, and a $5 Assembly Food Hall gift card for any Tuesday home game. Super Tuesday packs start as low as $79. Buy yours at NashvillePredators.com/Super Tuesday.
Nico Sturm to take the draw against Granlund. Sent back by Lausanne to Ekholm. Now through the middle, Sherwood. He's got wheels. He shoots. A lot on that one. A blocker save. You see what kind of shooter Sherwood is. Brennan lost his balance. Vlasic tried to move it out. Picked back up Karlsson. Looks for the outlet pass. It's ahead of everybody, and Ekholm quickly turns to draw the icing.
I think Sherwood's had a good start here. I think you talked about the elements. You heard John Hines with Lindsay this morning in the pregame show. He said he expects him to play with a lot of pace, a lot of speed. He's been very physical, and you see him shooting the puck there. He's been very involved in making an impact on this game. Now the key for him is to do it consistently. Made a good impression right at the beginning of the year, scored our first goal of the season. We'll see if he can keep building on that.
For Mark-Edouard Vlasic, who had that great chance back in the first. Going down that left side wall, gets down that left side wall, continues on with it, tries to wrap. Continues on with it, tries to wrap. Back in comes Philip Tomasino. And it goes in. And it goes in. And the Predators score. And the Predators score. The first shot was blocked. Gets right back out. And Nashville makes it 2-0. And Nashville makes it 2-0. And the goal's going to go to Granlund. As it hits off Vlasic, comes as it hits off Vlasic, comes mentioning about shooting without hesitation.
All that well, and that's a testament to the guys getting to the net, getting in front of them. Now they just have to take it to the next level and start getting some of the secondary chances.
Duchesne, a great keep in. Looks, shoots. It's blocked by Vlasic. That shook him up. Vlasic has one hand off of the stick. Can't really play it right now. Nashville trying to get it back. Novak turns. He's bumped into by Benning. Benning coming back for the puck, looking up the ice. At the center red. Overrun there by Yossi. Man open. Couture sends it back across, but it's off target. And it comes back to center. Those east-west passes could go either way.
NHL with all the weapons they have. Go
If it
figure.
connects, it's super dangerous. If it doesn't, it can create a rush the other way.
Duchesne, who comes across the line. Now Granlund cross.
Duchesne,
Niederreiter loads up and scores.
Novak tried to return it.
Niederreiter, who scored 3 goals in those 2 games in Prague, and then has only 12 more since then, picks up the first goal of this game.
The Preds, they get it over to Niederreiter, and he just lets it go. You're going to see it hit off the Ferraro stick, and as it bounces it off the ice, it goes underneath that right arm of James Reimer, and this is an unfortunate bounce here for the Sharks. As you can see it right there, kind of as it comes up, it's able to get underneath.
Into the corner, Gravel first there. Sweeps it up the boards. Glass waiting for it. He'll play it through the middle. On stride. Tomasino back for Granlund. He scores! What a play! Glass, Tomasino, and Granlund. A beautiful rush up the ice, and Nashville back on top by 2. Granlund has 2.
Oh, and look at this play. Look at this play set up. Good
speed and execution.
We talked about the cross-ice play.
Bergeron.
And watch this pass here from Tomasino. Just nice little nifty pass. Right through traffic. And then Granlund finishes it off. A nice tap in from the youngster. Look at this nice little 5-foot pass. Spread, gets separation. Granlund opens up, and Tomasino hits him with a perfect backhand pass. And all of a sudden, 3 in the last 2 games.
3 in the last 2 games and 3 points tonight. He's had a hand in all 3 goals. Assisted on the power play goal and then back-to-back goals here in the second.
Over the left pad.
Tomasino will have multiple points. This one going back to the net. Dangerous play. Gregor couldn't get the shot towards the net. Now Kaut using his size out to the point. And a glove save by Saros. A little Pecorine style vacuum along the ice.
Yeah, he's really good at catching pucks, and we all know how good Peck was. But Saros, his rebound control, the way that he holds onto the puck with his glove, you just control the game. You become so much more predictable to your teammates and just control the stops and starts of the play. He's just, again, he's one of the best. I say this all the time, but he is one of the best goaltenders on the planet.
That's a really tight spot.
So Glass picks up an assist. He's had helpers in 2 in a row.
The Buick Envision, built around you, all of you.
Gregor pulling
Get 3.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days on Buick Envision models.
Feed up the middle. Sissons. Banging. Wins the battle against Carlson.
Angelo onto the ice as well as Eichel will peel back toward his own end on a reset.
5:46 to go in the second period.
Marchessault shoots! And the rebound, they score! Alex Pietrangelo cleans it up, and Vegas wins in overtime.
Vegas just goes right back up ice, and I love how Jack Eichel, and I think this is going to be Pietrangelo's goal, but I love how Jack Eichel takes the middle of the ice and opens it up, space for his teammates. Marchessault with a great shot. He almost scores on his own shot, and Pietrangelo just comes in there.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah, it's a quirky name.
And just finishes it off.
Here's the thing. 5/3 equals 166.7%. So we put 166.7% into everything we do. Like automatically getting you your paycheck up to 2 days early. Giving you well-deserved extra time to avoid overdraft fees. And helping you borrow from your future self. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Got some medical attention on the Vegas bench. Remember, he blocked that shot off his left hand. In the circle. Oh, and a big save. Ladar on Kessel. Traffic in front. They score! Will Carrier has tied this game here in the third.
You could feel this coming, couldn't you, Mike? Just great pressure here by Vegas. Chandler Stevenson goes back against the grain to give that initial chance to Kessel. And he falls back on Dan Vladar.
Kevin Gravel does a great job of getting that puck, wins a battle in the corner.
And that doesn't allow Dan Vladar to move and make it.
For Granlund. Granlund as well makes a good pass to Tomasino. Tomasino gets Harrington to commit to him. As soon as he does that, Granlund opens up and he makes a really good pass right over to Granlund. He lifts that puck over Reimer. Just a really good goal that started from behind their goal line.
One-timer Tomasino pulled it just wide. A good play off the faceoff. Nashville looking for more.
Tyson boneless buffalo bites and hot wings have a tasty kick of flavor, so they're perfect for any get-together. If there are any left when your guests arrive, Tyson Anytizers Chicken.
Glove save
More
for
kicks of
Saros.
flavor,
He
more
collects one
smiling
after another.
snackers, more to love. Tyson.
Let's hear from Arby's.
Arby's new steak, house, garlic ribeye
defended and
sandwich.
forced by Susie. The thing he was trying to shoot the puck there, Foligno. Very good thing he was trying to pass it, not shoot it.
Of Tomasino
Going
and the
down
confidence beginning to
was
grow
Morgan
even out there.
Geekie. They
For the
play
last
on
shift, he's
Geekie
talking to
now
the guys,
for the front
talking about
Froden.
plays,
The trailer.
different things you could have done in certain situations, and that's the thing that comes with the confidence. A young player in this league and just continues to learn and get better.
The big rig.
Backhand.
Right down
Benino tried to wrap around upstairs.
And the Kraken have tied it.
Off the outside of the cage.
Morgan Geekie.
Novak got bumped. Able to get the puck out of the zone.
Beauty.
That was a treacherous moment there.
Jamie Oleksiak
As Nashville collided with the linesman. That opened things up for Benino. Now here's Svechnikov trying to get free.
Froden and
Benino still out
Donato
there.
driving the net. Clearing a little bit of space. Alexiak finds that
across
lane.
the line from the high slot.
What a shot.
To the side of the net.
Quickly.
Novak tied up
Right under the
Benino
bar.
so he couldn't make a play on
Not a
it.
whole lot Swayman's going to be able to do with that one.
Novak getting that inside position, really handcuffing Benino. Excellent defense.
And a great job by Niederreiter to skate the puck out of trouble because Lausanne had broken his stick.
Yep.
Now Novak steals the pass out of the corner. Gets it to McDonough. Cross for Yossi. Had to play it off the sideboards. That gave Sturm time to close the gap.
Could be the undoing of the Sharks here in this one. They've given up a power play goal.
Initiative,
And they have failed to score one of their own.
Gets the
But now Nico Sturm on the move. Short-handed. Back in comes from Tomasino. His pass. And an effort by Nico Sturm. And the Predators score. And it's 2-1.
Pressure by Sturm.
And finds an open lane. A bouncing puck hits right back. As now Sturm has a head of steam. Pulls it out the forehand. And he goes up down. Over Saros. Their beautiful shot by Sturm. As he gathers it. Immediately puts it on score without hesitation.
Comes across the line.
So Nashville double shifting glass.
Niederreiter loads up
And he drives it up top of the goal.
Another glove save.
Scores.
That was an easy one.
Nino Niederreiter, who scored 3 goals in those 2 games in Prague, and then has only 12 more since then, picks up the first goal of this game.
Watch this.
The Preds, they get it over to Niederreiter, and he just lets it go. You're going to see it hit off of Ferraro's stick, and as it bounces it off the
right through the net and gets a
ice,
good
it goes
chance.
underneath that right arm of James Reimer. This is an unfortunate bounce here for the Sharks. You can see it right there, kind of as you come up. He's able to get under.
This is the kind of effort you expect to see with the team in the situation they are.
AC Mont had his shot blocked. It comes around the boards.
Could be the undoing of the Sharks here in this one. They've given up a power play goal, and they have failed to score one of their own. But now Nico Sturm on the move, short-handed. Stop!
Bounces shoulder to shoulder. Speeding it. Just missed.
What an effort by Nico Sturm!
Has a chance to advance.
And it's 2-1.
That's a little off target.
And finds an open lane. A bouncing puck gets by Yossi. As now Sturm has a head of steam, pulls it out of the forehand, and he goes up down. Over Saros. Their beautiful shot by Sturm as he gathers it. Immediately puts it on his forehand and drives it up top of the goal.
Anybody in the league. And that's not just defensemen. We're talking all skaters. That's an incredible stat.
It really is. The year he's having is just, it's mind-blowing.
Here he comes again.
The goal in the power play is going to deliver.
Saucer pass knocked out
Yanni
of the air.
Gourde at the goal line receives the pass.
Cross-ice pass.
From
It got
Beniers.
deflected by
Not how
Sissons.
you
It
draw
almost
it.
went
This
in the
pass
net.
is trying to go
Penalty call
across.
coming up on Nashville.
Trying to hit Everly at the back door.
Carlson again.
When he's
Inside
throwing the puck
line.
towards the net, you get a deflection right out in front.
Hurdle will cut to the net. Carlson looks for the traffic. Plays it over for Hurdle. Couldn't get the shot away. Cole Smith trying to touch it up. Nashville needs to get possession. Extra attacker is on. Nashville in a scramble. Couture juggles it. McDonald straight away. Back to Carlson. Delayed penalty coming up. Kaut back to Carlson.
The Kraken working around the horn. Vince Dunn pressured by Bergeron. 2-on-1 short-handed. Marchand has the puck. Bergeron
And they'll whistle to play dead for offside. And that'll bring the face-off back. Carlson very frustrated. but they'll get a power play out of it.
Bergeron. Boston
They had
by
Nashville
one.
on the ropes there. He wanted to make an attack.
Yeah,
Well, Vincent tries to force this puck past Patrice Bergeron. He reads it. And all of a sudden, it's Marchand and Bergeron.
Yeah, this will be
No
Gravel
chance
and
for Philip
Brennan. I think
Grubauer.
it's against Kaut. I'm not 100% sure, but
Right under the glove and over the left pad.
right there is going to be, and that's not Kaut. That's Gregor, but right here, he just kind of, Gregor gets tangled up with Saros, and then he just pushes him out of the way. He falls over, so Preds on the kill here.
Gravel and Fabro were out there for 2 minutes. They got caught out on the ice.
That's tough.
And that, they were just trying to hang in there as best they can. So Gravel is in the box.
Trangelo onto the ice as well as Eichel will peel back toward his own end on a reset. Jack Eichel. Marchessault shoots. And the rebound, they score! Alex Pietrangelo cleans it up, and Vegas wins in overtime.
Vegas just goes right back up ice. And I love how Jack Eichel, and I think this is going to be Pietrangelo's goal, but I love how Jack Eichel takes the middle of the ice and opens it up space for his teammates. As Marchessault with a great shot, he almost scores on his own shot, and Pietrangelo just comes in there.
Banks a pass to himself, finds Hope.
And just finishes it off.
For David Quinn and the Sharks. Second power play attempt of the night. San Jose's 0 for 1 so far. Nashville gets another clear. Job well done by Granlund.
They do have a shorthanded goal, though, and that's the special teams battles here. But Preds have killed well. They killed really well on that first one, blocked a bunch of shots.
Sisson's a good one-man show there. Tried to feed Janot up the ice. Bonino got tripped up. Nashville has to be careful here. Benning and Bonino, a couple of former Preds
medical attention on the Vegas bench. Remember, he blocked that shot off his left hand. In the circle. Oh, and a big save. Ladar on Kessel. Traffic in front. They score! Will Carrier has tied this game here in the third.
Could feel this coming, couldn't you, Mike? This great pressure here by Vegas. Chandler Stevenson goes back against the grain to give that initial chance to Kessel. And he falls back on Dan Vladar.
This is a big goal. There's 28.8 left on the clock, and Cole Smith.
And that doesn't allow Dan Vladar to move and make it.
Offense stays up in the play, gets Benning to turn it over because he doesn't back out, and then just puts it to the front of the net. And where does Trennan go? Right to the front of the net. Look at that play. Just pokes it away, protects the puck, takes it to the outside, and then he turns. He creates a passing lane, and Trennan deflects it right in the crease. 4-1.
So Nashville will try to finish off this period. There's about a 5-second differential.
As Hague crunches Lewis along the board. So Smith carries over the logo and over the blue line, takes it to the wall, centers and a shot goes in, they score. Zach Whitecloud in on the rush, and Vegas has made it a 1-goal game.
It's his second goal of the season, and we talked about it, Mike. What does Vegas need to do? Bring their defense up into the play. And Zach Whitecloud, just his second goal of the season. He had missed 21 games, but a nice finish far side on Dan.
Lindsay Rowley with Dan Lambert downstairs, and Hal Gill will come over for his analysis.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's
Agent, you've got a grace problem. L'Oreal Men Expert One Twist Hair Color. To activate, twist, shake, apply, and rinse.
Never seen a man dye his hair before?
5 minutes. Natural looking results. L'Oreal Men Expert. Fastest growing men's color brand in America.
While you can.
This is Arby's new
in points and points percentage, but it is crowded in the West and in the Pacific. Weegar pinched forward on the wall, thrown toward the net by Coleman, and they score!
I'm a screen addicted twin. And if I'm not posting
off the wall with back Backlund in front. Might have got a piece of it. And Calgary responds.
Brossoit doesn't see this. Michael Backlund just parks himself in front with perfect timing. You can see just gets a little piece of that Blake Coleman shot. And Brossoit went down, but he didn't move as the shot came towards him. He just didn't see it. Watch Backlund come across, and it goes right through underneath the right arm.
Like me. I got to be honest, you guys have really let yourselves go. Kyle, you literally have scurvy, bro.
Postmates order for Blackbeard?
Oh, that's me. So starting today, we're going to be on my new personal regimen of citrus quinoa salad. Because this is the year of health and wellness.
What about pillaging?
Oh, we're going to be pillaging.
Everything changes when you hit the spot.
Agent, you've got a grace problem. L'Oreal Men Expert One Twist Hair Color. To activate, twist, shake, apply, and rinse.
Never seen a man dye his hair before?
5 minutes. Natural looking results. L'Oreal Men Expert. Fastest growing men's color brand in America.
30 points in 37 games this year. Matteo had it blocked by Zadorov. Eichel on a puck retrieve in the corner. Works it back to Theodore along the line. Now Eichel, top of the circle. He shoots and scores! With a Matteo parked in front, Vegas is on the board.
The penalty kill, and this is an example. Jack Eichel in the corner, 1-on-2, and he outworks 2 players for the Flames, gets the puck back, and then just a beautiful finish.
You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Predators, Coyotes.
He didn't play a whole lot because of how much time Vegas was on the kill.
Yeah, and he took a penalty himself. And
Peltier, Huberdeau, backhand scores!
Reporting, retransmission, telecommunication to the public.
Those two connect. Peltier finds Huberdeau. 2-0 Flames in Vegas.
Against Jack Eichel, does the job, and then a quick transition. And the French connection, you know, it's starting to develop, and that's something we say up in Canada, of course, because the province of Quebec, where both these...
The Predators are back in action Sunday night as they face the Arizona Coyotes. Our coverage will start with Predators Live at 5:30, followed by Preds and Coyotes at 6, right here on Valley Sports South and the Valley Sports app. The Memphis Grizzlies are going to host the
undoing of the Sharks here. Last time who had that great chance back in the first. And they have failed to score one of their own. But now Nico Sturm on the move. Continues on with it. Back in comes Philip Thomas.
What an effort by Nico Sturm!
And the Predators score.
And finds an open lane. Bouncing puck gets by Josie. As now Sturm has a head of steam. Holding on the forehand. Now goes up top. A beautiful shot by Sturm as he gathers it. Immediately puts it up. And they make it 3-1.
Bridgestone Arena.
I don't think he saw the players to his left. And Granlund ends up being open on the 2-on-1.
Visit JanetJackson.com.
That was Tomasino who snuck in behind Carlson. Carlson tried to knock that puck out of the air in the neutral zone. You can see Carlson not happy about missing that puck. And Granlund just has the one-time opportunity.
Or first period score. When the red light goes on, be the first to get your payout. At FanDuel, there are over 2,000 ways to play. Make every NHL moment more. Right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets.
27th in the NHL with all the weapons they have. Go figure. Here's Novak.
Dude, what are you doing?
For Duchesne, who comes across the line. Now Granlund cross.
Niederreiter
loads up and scores.
Laser measured floor liners up here.
Niederreiter, who scored 3 goals in those 2 games in the Hawks. And then has only 12 more since then. But now Nico Sturm on the move. Short-handed.
He just lets it go.
What an effort by Nico Sturm!
The icicles underneath that right arm.
It's 2-1.
James Reimer. This is an unfortunate bounce. An open lane. Bouncing puck gets by Yossi. As now Sturm has a head of steam, pulls it out of the forehand and then goes up top. Over Saros. Their beautiful shot by Sturm as he gathers it. Immediately puts it on his forehand and drives it up top for the goal.
$6.
Can you get a Dave single with a 10-piece nug?
Yeah.
How about 2 Dave singles for $6? And that's class.
Sit down, Toby.
Sorry.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $6.
Let's go.
It seems like only yesterday.
Could be the undoing of the Sharks here in this one. They've given up a power play goal, and they have failed to score one of their own. But now Nico Sturm on the move, short-handed, scores! What an effort by Nico Sturm! And it's 2-1.
And finds an open lane. A bouncing puck gets by Yossi. As now Sturm has a head of steam, pulls it out of the forehand and then goes up top. Over Saros, their beautiful shot by Sturm as he gathers it. Immediately puts it on his forehand and drives it up top for the goal.
Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $22.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance.
Nashville Predators hockey is brought to
All alone is Matty Beniers. He'll advance to the line. Gord. Beniers. He'll settle it down away from Coyle and Lindholm. Gord. They score! Off McAvoy out in front. Yanni Gord, a little pinball wizard action. And the Kraken tie it with a power play goal.
Needed a goal, and the power play is going to deliver. Yanni Gord at the goal line receives the pass from Beniers. It's not how you draw it up. This pass is trying to go across, trying to hit Eberle at the back door, but he's throwing the puck towards the net. You get a deflection right out in front.
Alright, y'all, just wanted to pop in here and say hello, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Sorry, the noise has been too much. I was trying to mute the, I think I figured out how to mute it, so I think that'll take care of all the back play on all the things. So, but thank you guys for hanging out. 6 of y'all, 5 of y'all, whatever it is, but we'll see what YouTube copyrights us in the morning. But I wanted to try it out, see what it looks like, how the Bally stuff would work. So let me see where else we got some more commercials going on here. So I'm trying to figure out where the basketball did the same thing. But man, 4 goals were the Preds. Unbelievable. So let's see what happens here. Predators have swept the Sharks this year so far. So so there it is back there. Mute. So mute all these. That will work it up fine. Where is that one from? Let's see, is that one there? No? Oh, that's my commercials. Okay. I think we're good now on the commercials. Preds 7 points out on Colorado. Minnesota's up 9 points on them. Alright, so that should work.
Hey guys, make sure you check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. She's amazing at what she does. She always helps us out on our trips, on our travels, and she can help you out as well. She's on Facebook and Instagram. Once again, guys, make sure you check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. There's her QR code at Travel. Make sure you follow her on Instagram and Facebook.
Most I've seen him shoot. He's almost scored 3 goals tonight. He almost got another one. So,
they're, like you said, they're playing the right way, but a direct right way. And then the skill, they obviously have the skill.
Yeah, they're getting themselves opportunity to do it. And then this is Granlund again. He just gets the puck to the net. And we've always wanted Granlund to shoot. We know he's such a good playmaker. But the fact that he's adding that to his arsenal makes him such a threat. 3 goals in the last 2 games. And he's just got to keep doing it. And this is the one I was talking about.
Yeah, this is the execution. Glass makes that play, a skill play, but they're going. And now Tomasino's driving. I think a lot in the past, you might have seen Tomasino try to do a little toe drag and do something fancy, but instead he just pushes that defenseman back, lets Granlund get to the net, and then a nice backhand pass over to Granlund to finish it. So everything's clicking there, but it's direct. It's going the right way.
It is interesting to note that Granlund and Duchesne were on the same line. They decided to split them up, put them both with a young center, and so far that has clicked very, very well. Let's see if that continues for a while. How I like the answer too, after San Jose cut it to 2-1, then Carlson hit the crossbar, almost tied it. Nashville
turning
answered
point
that.
right there. Yeah, that was a couple tough bounces for the Preds, but I think the hockey gods came around. There's shorthanded goal to a shorthanded goal, so the hockey gods turned it back around for the Preds.
Yes, they did. And the thing is about guys like Duchesne and the veteran guys, I think there's just an energy and just a simplicity to their game that's working so well.
Now they got to go. 20 miles, 20 smiles, boys.
20 minutes, 20 grins, boys.
Let's go get it.
Very nice. Very nice, Hal. Thanks for stopping by. Third period is coming up.
dealer. And by Steel. Find your closest dealer at steeldealers.com.
We are about to start play in the third period. Sharks trailing the Predators 4-1. Time now for the Hunt Brothers Pizza Watch and Win. The player of the game tonight, Mikael Granlund. NashvillePredators.com/Hunt Brothers is where you go to enter Granlund's name and your contact info for a chance to win 4 Lower Bowl tickets to an upcoming Predators home game and Hunt Brothers Pizza. Let's go down to Lindsay Rowley.
Guys, I spoke with Todd Richards before the start of the third period. I asked him actually about Mikael Granlund. You know, he's got 2 goals and assists. He's 5 for 6 from the faceoff circle tonight. I said, Coach, is this a game that could springboard him maybe into higher numbers for the rest of the season? And he said, not just Mikael, the rest of the team. They knew after Vancouver, they had to step their game up. So this could be a game that not only springboards Mikael Granlund, but the rest of the team into more positive play upcoming, especially with the long road trip coming up. So something to keep an eye on.
Pressured, and the Sharks clear. Sharks will be going for it now. They'll gamble and be aggressive.
Yeah, they've got nothing to lose here, and they've got some guys that are, you know, they're in a situation where they've got to pay attention to this trade deadline and really got nothing to lose other than just go out and play hard every night.
Good recovery by Tomasino. He gambled and tried to jump the passing lane, then had to speed back, and he used those wheels to take it from Bonino. Now he's in a race again, this time with Svechnikov. And they both go tumbling to the ice, battling for the puck. It's cleared ahead. Granlund jumps on it. Granlund by himself, waits for some help. Fabro peels back to the bench. Nashville getting a line change. But comes back. New pair on, McDonough and Yossi. Glass throws his weight into Svechnikov. It's chipped in deep.
Svechnikov cross-check Glass and then gave him a slap on the shin pads with a one-handed slash there, and no penalty called. Battling Tomasino threw him down earlier in the shift. You're seeing Tomasino's the way that he's such a powerful skater and able to defend guys off in those types of battles.
Yossi coming in, 14 points in the last 10 games. He's been held off the score sheet so far tonight. Nashville trying to jam it up inside the line. McDonough can't get his stick free. Lindblom tied it up. That one got past Sherwood, and now Lawrence. One-on-one. Yossi took it right off the stick free. Sissons comes in to help. Aggressive play by the Sharks. A chip ahead by Sherwood. Trennan kept it moving. Trennan had the big shorthanded goal. 2 goals for Granlund, 1 for Niederreiter, 1 for Trennan tonight. Martin Kaut picks up the goal. 50 seconds in from Hurdle and Asimon. Man open. Asimon, a sliding play to break it up defensively. That was Granlund again. What a night he's having.
He's playing inspired hockey, and his season hasn't been to the standard that I know he wants it at. It's not from a lack of effort, but it's like now, last couple of games, he's starting to put something good together.
Ole Smith, a backhand feed in front. Granlund was cutting to the net. And a hard check by Jeannot is going to be called for a penalty. You got Barabanov right between the numbers. And Jeannot trying to defend himself as all the Sharks came over. The Sharks are going to be very careful.
Yeah.
They don't want to give up a penalty back the other way.
No, and that's probably the wrong door if you're going to go after Tanner Jeannot. They don't really have anybody that can match up with him. But he just guides Barabanov into the boards there, and he gets it pretty good as he goes down. He gets up right away. When the back's turned, it's always touchy.
Nashville 84, 2-minute minor for boarding.
But a big opportunity now for the Sharks to get back within one here as they build some momentum.
Yeah, and here it is. He just turns it just a little too far away from the boards. Doesn't hit him hard. He's so strong, and he's like, why you just go down like that? But you have to be careful when you see numbers. You can't really put any pressure or force into somebody because you're just inviting that situation or balance, and they don't see it coming, and it was a boarding call.
Third power play try of the night for the Sharks. Up the wing, the dangerous Carlson. Had it poke check. Able to keep control of it. Sets things up, banks it off the backboard, picked up Hurdle. Hurdle on his backhand. Finds his man. Barabanov now, who drew the penalty. Got the return feed in the corner. They play catch behind the net. Straight away Carlson. And a block shot by Sissons. That relieves the pressure for the moment. Sissons looks at the bench. Nashville gets a partial change. Trennan goes to the bench. And coming in is Cole Smith. He makes another steal. Smith had the beautiful assist and the steal on the shorthanded goal.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of standing up at the blue lines, both blue lines. That one was at the offensive blue line, and Cole Smith doing a good job of the defensive blue.
Big moment of the game here. McDonald splits a couple of defenders, dumps it in and chases it himself. He wipes out. Nashville had possession. Hurdle steals it back. Carlson to Kaut, who has the goal this period. Carlson. Eyssimont, the shot, knocked down in front, still loose, and it's cleared by Granlund.
A bit of a scramble play there, and Granlund again making impacts on the special teams, this time on the penalty kill. Good battle in front.
Here they come again. Eyssimont. Ekholm couldn't keep his balance. Benning into the traffic, knocked down by Dante Fabro. Kaut takes it back to the half wall, delivers it to the point. Benning swings it to the opposite side. Benning, near side, Kaut, fanned on the shot. Puck loose in the corner. Svechnikov to the point. Benning, straight away McDonald. Penalty is over. Out of the box comes Jeannot. Floated back in front of the net. Loose puck Jeannot with wheels. Drives it ahead. Nashville 3 for 3 on the kill with the shorthanded goal. Jeannot now below the goal line. Fighting for it behind the net. Pries it loose. To the point. Josi got the shot away. It was tipped on net. A good save by Reimer. Rebound up the boards. Lindblom feeds it to Noah Gregor. The shot handled by Saros. He keeps it moving. Hands it off for Trennan. Josi trying to get turned around. Tried to clear it. Knocked out of the air by Sturm. Centering pass. Knocked down was Lindblom. Loose puck Sturm. McDonough flips it around. Passes it to himself. And he can't quite get it out. It's sent back down. Sturm again. Nashville needs a whistle. Puck loose in the circle. Pushing it ahead, Josi. He's able to get it across the line. And Nashville will get at least a partial line change. A bad pass gives Nashville even more time to set up.
Yeah, they needed some guys off there. Trennan was really struggling. They got caught out there, and that pass off the mark there by the Sharks gave the Preds an opportunity to change everyone.
This one gets behind the net. Lauzon first there. Puck picked up. Bang, bang play in front. A missed opportunity by the Sharks. And the pass came all the way out to Duchesne. Duchesne curls around. Centers it. Bouncing puck. Taken by Novak. Trying to settle it down. Floats it to the net. Duchesne tried to tip it. Duchesne moving quickly. Chased by Bonino. Duchesne, one hand on the stick. Bonino took it away. Duchesne trying to steal it back. Novak does. Tried a centering pass. He was looking for Niederreiter in the slot. Carlson on the rush to Harrington, his partner. A hard hit by Lausanne. 8 minutes gone by here in the third. Bouncing puck to the line. A good keep in. Harrington diagonal feed. Carlson's got a man wide open in front. Couldn't get it to him. Puck stays alive. Moving out in front. Asimon lost the handle. And a diving play by Harrington. He can't keep it inside the line. And a whistle. A trip. Another penalty call coming up. This will be whistled here. Ekholm to the box.
For tripping, and I don't love this one. I just, when guys dive and you tell me, watch, here he goes, hits the skate. There's this trip there. He jumps over. He might get under this.
Could be the undoing of the Sharks here in this one. They've given up a Mark-Edouard Vlasic, who had that great chance back in the first. But now Nico Sturm on the move, short-handed. Continues on with it, tries to Predators. What an effort by Nico Sturm, and it goes in. And it's 2-1. And the Predators score.
It finds an open lane. A bouncing puck gets by Yossi. As now Sturm has a head of steam, pulled it on the forehand, and he goes up top.
Cleared to the line, kept in by Carlson. Fourth power play chance for the
Sharks. Their beautiful shot by Sturm as he gathers it.
Delivers it back to the
immediately puts it on his forehand.
Centering pass got through. Couture sends it back across and hit a skate. McDonough able to get into the passing lane. And it gets by Carlson. A chance for a quick change.
It up top
Nashville
for the
has
goal.
to hurry back to the bench. Carlson in no hurry to go back and get the puck.
That was a great second effort there by Colton Sissons up high to jump and just explode out to get his stick on that play, to get that puck out.
Puck in the corner. Behind the net it goes for Barabanov. Barabanov working his way along the boards. Worked loose by Trennan. Can't clear it. Kept alive. Carlson drives it ahead. Carlson, diagonal feed. Loose puck. Good poke check there by Trennan.
Trennan just overpowered Bonino, just met him right there and got that puck. And Carlson, man, is he making some plays.
He works it over. McDonald will get it back to Carlson.
27th in the NHL with all the weapons they have.
Well, they're killing well. They're doing a really good job and trying to pressure together when they can and taking those opportunities that they see.
Niederreiter, who scored 3 goals in those 2 games in quad, and then has only 12 more since then. Picks up the first goal of this game.
McDonald.
The Preds, they get it over to Niederreiter, and he just lets it go. You can see it hit off the Ferraro stick, and as it bounces it off the ice, it goes underneath that right arm of James Reimer, and just an unfortunate bounce here for the Sharks. As you can see it right there, kind of as it comes up, is able to get up.
I'm wired. I'm good to go.
Saros did a good job. He had to fight through traffic there. He had Svechnikov standing right in front of him as Kaut delivered that puck to the net. Saros was able to catch it. Hold on.
We certainly do appreciate all of you who are diehard Predator fans watching this.
Absolutely.
Past the bedtime for a lot of you. We're halfway through the third, a 4-2 Nashville lead. They led 2-0. It became 2-1. Nashville stretched it out to 4-1. The Sharks scored one early. It was a steal made by Granlund. Granlund coming in. Short-handed breakaway. Save made by Reimer. Granlund almost had his third. That would have brought the house down back home.
Granlund's got some giddy up in his game.
He really does. Best game he's played all year.
Yeah, he looks great. He's defending. He's doing everything well right there. Got that separation. Made a good shot. Actually, Reimer read that well. Stood up. Just got a piece of it with his glove.
Now shooting through Ferraro. Save made by Saros. A big one. Duchesne corrals that puck off the boards. He pushes it ahead with Niederreiter. Niederreiter backward. He scores! He tried to pass it back. It went off of Reimer and into the net. Niederreiter has 2 tonight, both on deflections, and the Predators stretch it back to 5-2.
We've got a couple guys on hat trick watch now. Niederreiter, what a good exchange there by Duchesne and Niederreiter coming into the zone. And then Niederreiter's trying to go back to Duchesne, but look at the work. It starts right there, as you know, and look at that, the way that Duchesne handles that separation.
When you see Duchesne moving the way he is tonight, he is making things happen. 8:46 to go. Nashville, a 3-goal cushion.
The future is threatened by enemies off.
And he's able to get the whistle, and UC Saros again. Timely saves when the team needs him. He's been there, solid, consistent, as always. There you have it.
There's UC Saros trying to win his second straight start. Back to Fabro as we get back to the action. Here is Granlund. Saucer pass for Gravel. Glass has an assist tonight. Try to feed Glass, and the shot goes high. Phil Tomasino has 2 assists in this game. He's now played 2 games in the Shark Tank, and he's got 5 assists. He had 3 last year. Remember the blowout game? Nashville won 8-0. A big night for the line of Matt Luff, Big Sexy, Michael McCarron, of course, and Phil Tomasino. Here's Granlund again. Floats it down for Tomasino. Tomasino's liking the Shark Tank.
He's playing good, and that confidence is high. And I like the way that they're playing as a team, all 20 guys. Talked about one of my keys tonight was just play with heart. Go out there and do everything in your power. Play for each other. It's a tough situation, and I really like their game here in San Jose so far tonight.
Kevin LeBanc moves up the boards. His pass out to the line. Diagonal feed. Gregor right in tight. Lost it last minute. Sherwood able to clear. The last goal, Niederreiter's second of the game from Duchesne, his second assist of the game. And Tommy Novak picks up an assist. So he now has a 4-game point streak. He's got 7 points in those 4 games. So once again, our theme of the night, young players with opportunities, with Ryan Johansson now out for long term.
Yep, they're doing a really good job, but look who scored the goals. It's the veterans that came, and they're making the impact. The young guys have done a good job complimenting them and help setting up plays. They're really working together to get it done here.
Juuso Parssinen, another one of those young guys, has not returned after that awkward fall he took back in the second period. So that's the one area of concern here. Such an important player, especially with Johansson unavailable. Penalty call is coming up. This is on the Sharks. Carlson frustrated. Eyssimont trying to get engaged with Jeannot. Jeannot says, "You sure? You want some of that?" Eyssimont is heading to the box.
San Jose, number 21, 2-minute minor for roughing.
Well, big opportunity here for the Preds to put this game away. It's a tough call here anyway, and Sisson just makes contact. You can see Eyssimont right there. Does he put the head over and kind of push down on Sisson's head there, and a little extra retaliation? The Preds veteran power play unit, along with Tommy Novak. Matt Duchesne will be taking the face-off. Niederreiter, Granlund, and Josi on the point.
Fighting for possession. Granlund and Niederreiter both on the ice on the first power play, each with 2 goals tonight.
Granlund almost had it. Reimer just got enough of it. He made a good shot too. Went up the top part of the net. Reimer just got a piece.
Third try on the power play for Nashville. They're 1 for 2, but they have surrendered a shorthanded goal. This one cleared down by the Sharks. 6:18 left on the clock.
Yeah, well, you mentioned, Willie, I mean, the Sharks have a lot of deficiencies in their game, but they have one of the best penalty killing units in the league. So that's an area that's been a good strength for them all season.
Predators starting a stretch. 8 of the next 9, including tonight, are on the road. Diagonal feed, score! Novak, the one-timer. 3 assists for Duchesne, and Nashville has opened up a 6-2 lead.
What a pass by Matt Duchesne. Wow. The vision, head up, and he's just seeing the game so well right now, and he's just playing just with that intensity and that keep it going for a long stretch of time, because he's got that skill set, that hockey smarts, heads up style of play.
Nashville a pair of power play goals tonight. Gregor trying to come back. A block shot there by Fabro.
Only mark is the shorthanded goal against, but they have one, not one of their own.
Also, Roman Josi picking up an assist on that play, so he keeps his point streak going. He's got points in 4 straight.
You know what you're going to get every.
Ho hum for him, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's been the most consistent player for this team all year long. He leads the team in scoring, and no matter how the team is playing, He takes it upon himself and takes a lot of responsibility when it's not going well.
Now Novak trying to win a face-off. Ekholm delivers it to the corner. A shot by Sherwood. Reimer makes the stop. Around the boards, Novak again. Makes the move, tries to slide around Harrington, who got a piece of him. Stick broken on the ice. Sherwood with a kick save.
Monster knocker out there for Boston.
Loop to the line and over.
Right in, he'll circle the track and wrap chance off the post. And Gord was all over
Bergeron. After Hurdle. Let up on the check. Under 5 to go. Sherwood has been throwing his weight around a lot. He's been showing up in the hit department. There he is again with the puck. And his shot is blocked. Sherwood trying to establish a spot here, at least until Philip Forsberg can come back. There's a spot open. Down the stretch we come. It's 4:37 left on the clock. A big night for Tommy Novak and the Predators.
Niederreiter and Granlund, big nights tonight.
You can see Yossi probably talking to Niederreiter, saying something like, those are 2 lasers you have there, but you take them, you don't ask how, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Bridgestone, the official tire of the Nashville Predators. Nashville will hop a plane and head to Arizona, and they will take on the
It's pretty safe to say they're going to do that. They just got to finish this game out. Continue to play the way they're playing. I thought they're really good defensively. There's a couple pushbacks from the Sharks, but they were able to maintain and get the momentum back. Eventually.
They did answer the bell. And of course, that's important. Remember what happened the other night against Vancouver, where they squandered two-goal leads. So that had to be in the back of some people's mind. But tonight, it was the opposite. Every time the Sharks struck, Nashville answered back. Duchesne trying to work on a 4-point game. He's got 3 assists. A direct path to the net. Here comes Ferraro. Ferraro with the line change going on behind him. McDonough took him out. McDonough looks up the ice for the outlet. Yossi working with Niederreiter, give and go. Swiss to Swiss. Yossi again. Here's Tomasino looking for Niederreiter in front. Instead, it's Ekholm and a penalty call coming up. They're going to take Maybe two guys, pointing to a lot of guys over there. I'm not sure what the call is. Niederreiter heading towards the penalty box.
Yeah, he's one of them for sure.
Looks like a guy on both teams. Benning heading that way too.
Yep.
There's 2 minors on the play. San Jose, number 5, minor slashing. Nashville, number 22, minor penalty interference. 4-on-4.
Niederreiter saying, hey, I'm trying to work on a third goal here. You put me in the box.
Yeah, we'll see what Niederreiter here. He comes. Oh, there you go. There's that one. It happened right after the other, and then Niederreiter gets knocked down by Benning. They got them both, so good job there by the officials catching those ones. A little 4-on-4 action here, Big Bill.
I'll never forget back in the early days, I learned about that play from Barry Trotz. He was all over the officials. Todd Bertuzzi, remember the great power forward? He was really good at that. The subtle push-off to create space.
Yep.
Like a great rebounder in basketball. You do it without the ref seeing it.
Yep. He was so good at that. Big man, too.
So 4-on-4 as we move down the stretch. Here's Granlund. His pass is picked off. Carlson with Hurdle. 3-on-2. All the way across. Tic-tac-toe, and it's broken up. Ekholm and Lausanne racing back. Now another threat in front of the net. Hurdle. Lausanne, great leverage and strength to push him all the way to the boards. Kaut, he has a goal tonight. Granlund trying to get a stick free from Carlson. Kaut and Ekholm resume the battle. Both of these teams have struggled in 4-on-4 throughout the season. Ekholm knocked the stick away from Kaut. That's close to a penalty. You can't do that. At least not intentionally. Granlund, inside-out move. Looks over. Sends it to the net. A change directions. Reimer had to make a pad save, and Gravel couldn't keep it in. A minute gone by in the 4-on-4. Gravel looking for some help. He got stolen from him. Thrown to the net. Saros juggling. He's got it secured. And now Fabro and Gravel team up to try to clear the blue ice.
Here's 6-2, and you don't want to take any chances messing with your MVP and UC Saros. Good job by Fabro and Gravel getting in there right away and protecting their goaltender. This game's over and done with here. There's no sense. We don't let anybody get in and take freebies, free shots on Saros.
So no penalty calls, I don't believe. It'll remain 4-on-4 for 50 more seconds. A minute 40 left. Nashville will answer the win by Minnesota. Minnesota is actually, for the moment, vaulted the defending champion Avalanche, who are moving forward, continuing to have some injury issues with Cale Makar now in concussion protocol.
Yeah, and you got to be careful, especially with a player that's your franchise player like that. It's a scary situation, and it's a team. There's no guarantees for anyone. The West is wide open.
It's one at center ice. 1:28 left. The Calgary Flames fell in overtime in Vegas tonight, so they pick up a point. Nashville needs to catch at least two teams. Now a man in front, and a great save by Saros. 1:10 to go. Back the other way, Novak. 15 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Seattle Kraken fell 6-5 in a wild game to the Bruins. You may be seeing some of these scores on the Bally Bar. This one floated up the slot. Ferraro trying to get free, diving down, penalty call coming. Benning and Niederreiter come out of the box with 47.8 left, and another power play for the Sharks.
Yep. McDonough go to the box here, and they just got to finish this game out. It's over, but just finish it here the right way, and you don't want to tax your goaltender. He's played enough. He's had enough of these high event games. Just get out of here. Now you got to kill a penalty. There's that one. Done a good job on the penalty kill tonight. Just get out of this game unscathed here in the final 47.8.
So McDonough is in the box. Puck one back by the Sharks. The shot by Carlson just wide. Loose puck. Sisson skates up. He's got Jeannot with him. Short-handed. Sisson drags. Hangs on and had it poke checked away by Carlson. Jeannot ended up going into the net. 30 seconds to go. A trio of Predators surrounding Carlson. A hard hit by Lausanne. He doesn't pass up opportunities. Carlson, Bonino backing in. And a wave of teal coming at UC Saros. 15 seconds to go. Carlson again. Couture shot wide off the backboard. Bonino tried the center. Sent down the length of the ice. On net, Reimer will take it. 3 seconds to go, and that will do it. A solid performance by the Predators to start this road trip. And San Jose 2. Stick around. Predators Live is presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. It's next on Bally Sports.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Nice little audio test. We'll see what comes in the morning on the results of it. But thank you so much for hanging out. Go Preds, another big win for them. And we move on to Arizona tonight for the game on Saturday. Tune in to Saturday, Braves versus Red Sox. First spring training game of the year, live here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to On The Go at CeeLo for all upcoming live streams and vlogs. We will see you later.